Formula 1 2021 Grand Prix Season 3 live on Fox Sports. Drive to Survive, the Ultimate Guide. Episode 1, Estoril. Here go 5 red lights here in Estoril. Alesi versus Vettel. It's lights out and away we go. It's a brilliant start from Alesi, and he wants to win the Grand Prix. And he's taken the lead from Sebastian Vettel. Great start from Alesi. So let's see a replay from watching. It's a wheel spin start. A good start from Alesi. Sebastian Vettel on the back. It's a brilliant start for Alesi. They go into the turn 1 and wants to win a Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel holds the back and he wants to overtake Alesi on the Grand Prix of Estoril. Alesi takes the lead here in Estoril Grand Prix, behind from Sebastian Vettel. He's going to win. Sebastian Vettel almost going to turn 1 and putting out the ultimate turn. He takes the lead from Alesi. Sebastian Vettel takes the lead away from Alesi on the back on the podium, and he's going to win the Grand Prix and wants to win once more. Heading DRS, heading wheel to wheel. Alesi on the back. Sebastian Vettel almost at the back and putting out the ultimate turn. The turn's going to head to the last. Sebastian Vettel going to use the Grand Prix on handling it, and he's using a wheel spin start from DRS. Alesi on the back, and he wants to overtake Sebastian Vettel, but he failed. He pulls away. Sebastian Vettel pulls away from Alesi on the back, in the podium. Alesi is only putting out to the final turn, the lap number 2 on the Estoril Grand Prix. Alesi is on the back, and he failed to overtake Sebastian Vettel, and he was so close on the ultimate turn. Sebastian Vettel takes the lead and with the championship winners and going to win. Sebastian Vettel almost the back and head to the front on the lead from Alesi. Alesi is on the back and in the World Championship, and heading from DRS, the aerodynamic body from pole position, and he's going to take pole position. Sebastian Vettel takes pole position. Incredible! He takes pole position. Sebastian Vettel holds the back and going to win the Grand Prix winner. And here on the Estoril Grand Prix, Alesi is only at the back. He's pulling away from Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel on the back, and he's pulling away from Alesi. On to lap 3. Sebastian Vettel now in the lead. Now it's Sebastian Vettel takes the lead, and he wants to using Grand Prix all the time, anytime, anywhere. Sebastian Vettel using the lead, gain speed for DRS enabled. Sebastian Vettel almost to the back and got to win a Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel holds the lead in the Estoril Grand Prix, and he's pulling away from Jean Alesi. Jean Alesi on the back, and he's going to win a pole position to the championship Formula 1. Sebastian Vettel almost going to the back and still using a Grand Prix and using the ultimate turn and going out to the curve turn, the insane turns. Sebastian Vettel is using the lead and going to win. And Sebastian Vettel, Jean Alesi, and using a Grand Prix, and he's handling it. So Jean Alesi on board, getting pole position on a World Championship and gaining speed from DRS enabled. So Sebastian Vettel, but it failed to overtake Sebastian Vettel. He's pulling away from Jean Alesi and head to lap number 4 and win and go to the lap number 5. So Jean Alesi gaining pole position from the aerodynamic championship, going to the turns. Head to the turn 1, turn 2 on Jean Alesi to Sebastian Vettel, and still using a Grand Prix winner on the back and taking pole position, and he's doing a Grand Prix. And Sebastian Vettel holds the back podium and up to the front to the end. Sebastian Vettel is using a gaining speed from DRS enabled. Now Jean Alesi holds the back and using the Grand Prix on the back. Now lap number 4, lap 5 on Sebastian Vettel, opening out to the turn 1 and going to head speed from DRS, still holds the lead and heading horsepower to DRS enabled. Now Jean Alesi is doing a back podium on the back and mistook on the racetrack in Estoril Grand Prix and using a DRS enabled. So Sebastian Vettel, he's still on the lead in Estoril Grand Prix. And he's still using a pole position from Aerodynamic World Championship. And we are racing hard and winning a Grand Prix. We're racing hard or easily got huge furious. Sebastian Vettel still on the lead. So Jean Alesi holds the back, still in the back, but he failed to overtake Sebastian Vettel, but he still pulls away, and he was so close and he cannot handle it. Good idea. Lap 6, the final lap. Lap number 6 onto Sebastian Vettel. Lap 6 from Sebastian Vettel, and he wants to use pole position on the World Championship, and he's still going to use the Grand Prix on all the time. Sebastian Vettel used the lead and using Grand Prix, and he handled the Grand Prix winner on the back and straight to the podium on the front. Sebastian Vettel using the final turn and heading wheel to wheel. So I wonder how Jean Alesi do. Jean Alesi is at the back, and you can hear the cheers in Estoril Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel getting wide open, heading wheel to wheel. Good studies from Sebastian Vettel and putting out to the ultimate turn. Lap 6 onto Sebastian Vettel, using pole position on the World Championship and using straight ahead from DRS enabled and heading wheel to wheel. Good studies. Lap 6 onto Sebastian Vettel and final lap. Final lap for Sebastian Vettel, and he's pulling away from Jean Alesi. Jean Alesi is on the back and getting World Championship and using the speed from DRS enabled. The DRS is from Sebastian Vettel and Jean Alesi versus Jean Alesi using the ultimate turn. skating wide open, pulling out to the ultimate turn. And Sebastian Vettel is going to overtake Jean Alesi and using a pole position on a DRS. And using pole position, Sebastian Vettel used the turns and he wants to overtake once again from Jean Alesi. Jean Alesi holds the back and he wants to win. And he still holds the lead once again. Sebastian Vettel used the leads on the back. And final lap for Jean Alesi. Jean Alesi, he's still on the back and he can't handle it from so close from Jean Alesi, from Sebastian Vettel. Jean Alesi wasn't doing it from all the time. Sebastian Vettel was still on the lead, but he failed, and Jean Alesi was retired from the race, and he cannot beat Sebastian Vettel. And he wants to use the Grand Prix from handling it. I know Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel still holds the lead on a Grand Prix. And Sebastian Vettel could now see the checkered flag. And who crosses the line first? And who will be winning Grand Prix? And so Sebastian Vettel, a final lap for Sebastian Vettel and Estoril. Jean Alesi final lap on the back. And going to use the Grand Prix, running out to the final turn, the turn 1, using this car. And Sebastian Vettel could now see the checkered flag now, and he's still using the fireworks, and he's going to handling speed. And Sebastian Vettel almost to the finish line, putting out to the ultimate turn, the final turn. Sebastian Vettel, who crosses the line first, wins the Estoril Grand Prix victory. Oh my, is that just wonderful? Formula 1 2021 Grand Prix Season 3. So to be continued, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. So please subscribe to my channel to watch my commentators at home or in television. And I'll see you guys in the next one.